Hi guys, and welcome back to another DrAce video, and today we're going to be playing MotoGP 21. We'll be doing round 3 of our MotoE career mode, and it's time for Catalunya at the hashtag CatalanGP for the practice session of MotoE. Now, of course, if you're not aware of how this works, we're going to be doing MotoE practice session first, and then we'll be doing the E-pole in the same video towards the end of the video today. Now, of course, 4 hours later on, we will be doing the actual race, which will be race 3 here in Catalunya at 8 PM tonight. So stay tuned for that one and make sure you're subscribed. And also, if you really enjoy the video, make sure you hit that like button as well, because it helps me understand if you enjoy these videos or not. So, but upon that note, without me stuttering towards the end there, we're going to tackle the practice session here in Catalunya. Now, it's been a while since I last played MotoGP 21, and more in particular, playing MotoE, so I'm a little bit rusty, but we'll see what we can do here today. Going into the left-hander of the 5th corner here in Catalunya, running it very, very wide there. I thought I was going to run it a little bit too wide there and end up touching the grass, but really hard on the brakes there. Meant to our left-hand side of the front tyre got a little bit too toasty for my liking, which of course is not going to be doing much favours. And there we go, another mistake has been made going into turn 8. The brakes are much different to what I'm used to from playing a lot of Ride 4 and even such games such as Hot Wheels Unleashed, etc., which I absolutely love, by the way. If you haven't seen that review yet, I would highly recommend you check it out when you get the chance. But now hard on the brakes we go into La Caixa for turn 10. One of my favourite moments and parts of the track here in Catalunya. If you did see my top 10 track list just yesterday, I would highly recommend you check it out. If not, but if you have, you will probably realise that Catalunya was on the list, but I won't tell you exactly where, just in case you haven't quite seen it yet. But now onto the right-hand side, going into turn 12. This lap time has been invalidated, so it doesn't really matter. But at the same time, none of this practice session really matters anyway, because it doesn't really give us an indication of what is going to happen for the E-pole session. Of course, if you're not aware what happens, basically E-pole is just every single rider, 1 lap each, to try and get the best lap possible. The practice times don't really go into effect as far as E-pole is concerned. But now into the first corner, right here in turn 1 of Catalunya. For the right-hander we go, following Jasper Immowem. He's just a little bit further up the road there, going into turn 3 ahead of us. Down by 0.2 of a second into the first split, 0.2 of a second towards Hikari Kubo's time in first position, of course, with a 1:51.433. Keep an eye out for Mikel Pons on your left-hand side of your screen there. He's in 17th position, but has just set the fastest sector of the practice session so far. And actually, our practice so far has not gone too bad in the sense of the first sector, because now Domi Egeter is at the top position. Our first sector is actually now one of the fastest sectors, but keep an eye out on Yoni Hernandez. Would be great to see him battling it out for the best positions in MotoE. I quite like Yoni Hernandez. It's a shame we don't see much of him anymore in the sense of Grand Prix racing, but Yoni Hernandez, of course the Colombian, very rare to see a Colombian in motorsports, but it is good to see Yoni Hernandez knocking around here in MotoE. Mikel Pons' wonderful 3 red sectors has changed now, as Matteo Ferrari, my teammate, has gone top with a 1:51.427. As we really close in now to Jasper Immowem, we may have a wonderful chance of getting into the rear of Immowem and getting his slipstream for a potential top position here in this practice session. So on the right-hand side, we'll go for turn 11, getting a bit of a boost now with the slipstream. We might have a good chance of going into turn 12 and into 13, right behind him, to have a wonderful slingshot going into the start and finish straight. So here we go, in for the Europe car, bring on the acceleration with power setting 3 enables. Look at the speed that we are gaining all the time, rocketing right past him, and across the line we will go out to 1:57.24, 0.6 of a second clear from Mikel Pons and a little bit more from Matteo Ferrari. Brilliant start for Grant already, and brilliant start for the Indonesian Racing Gresini team already, with a rider in first position and in third. Good to see Mikel Pons battling out with the top positions as well. Brilliant. Oh, massive moment there on the right-hand side. Grant looked like he was losing the front end and also the rear of that Energica Ego bike, but thankfully the man stayed on board the motorcycle for the time being. But on the right-hand side, we'll go for turn 4. Oh, a little bit too tight to the apex there. This lap time has not gone too well for the British rider, but keep an eye out for the left-hand side for Mikel Pons. He's battling it out once again. Another red sector, an orange sector, Domi Egeter with a red sector, Yoni Hernandez with a red sector, Maria Herrera with a red sector in one of her home tracks. This could be interesting by the end of this session. Alessandro Zacconi there as well, featuring in the top 8 with another red sector. Matteo Ferrari, the loser so far from going in provisional top spots and now down into 4th place. Be very interesting to see what happens at the end of this practice session. We'll probably do another lap, maybe just this one, and then we'll get on with the e-pole session. But now going into La Caixa, one of my favourite parts of Catalunya. Brilliant corner to absolutely lose the front in. Oh my goodness, session over for Grant, but does he still take the top spot? He does indeed. Grant sits at the top spot with Eggerter and Mikel Pons on the front row as it stands provisionally. But now it is time for the e-pole session, and basically, as mentioned earlier, e-pole means 1 lap to get the job done. I have the entire track to myself to get the e-pole position. Can we do it here today? Braking hard going into the first corner. On the right hand side we'll go for turn 1, and then for the left hand side it's a little flick just on the left for turn 2. We'll have turn 3 coming up any moment now. Down by 0.3 of a second. Is our e-pole streak coming to an end? Let's find out. We've still got plenty of this lap to go, and who knows what can possibly happen. I'm just going to have to be very careful going into La Caixa later on, just in case I try and make the same mistake as I did in the practice session just a minute ago. But now on the right hand side for turn 4 we'll have turn 5 to navigate as well. Another difficult braking zone as that left iron easy boot just touches the tarmac ever so briefly. And then bringing on the power coming out to turn 5. Just a little bit too quick on the acceleration. You're seeing the ride just squirm ever so slightly. But we're up by 1/10 and a bit. 1/10 and a half. We are up going into the TV3 for turn 7. Right hand side for turn 8. Don't run it a little bit too wide and get on the rumble strip because you will lose speed. But now on the right hand side for turn 9. Difficult corner to navigate to work out how much acceleration you can put on. That's beautiful exit. We just touched the rumble strip, which I was trying to avoid, but it's quite okay. I'm sure we're still going to be going into the... Oh my goodness, we're up by 0.8 of a second. We've run it deep. Oh, I thought that was going to end our chance of e-pole then, because I thought it ran it off the track. We certainly didn't. We've still got on board, and we have a wonderful chance right now. Right hand side we'll go for turn 11, for turn 12 now coming up. Is this going to be a 3rd e-pole position for Matt Grant? Is the pole position beckoning him here today in Catalunya? Europe car we go for the final corner. Start, finish straight, bring on the power, accelerate, engage, get across the line, and it's going to be another e-pole position for Matt Grant. 0.8 clear from Mikel Pons and 0.9 clear from Eric Granado. Brilliant job, another e-pole for Grant, and I tell you what guys, this race tonight is going to be a classic one, so make sure you don't miss it at 8 PM tonight. But upon that note guys, thanks for watching as always. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, let me know in the comment section down below, and why not consider liking the video and subscribing as well. But upon that note guys, I will see you later on for the Grand Prix. Ciao for now. Oh hi, didn't quite see you there. Good to see you're still here. If this video didn't quite sate your appetite, then why not watch some more DrAce content by clicking the video shown on screen now. Furthermore, if you would like to follow me on social media, you can do so now with the links down in the description. Consider subscribing so you don't miss a single DrAce video.